Hey there everyone, this is Alaz94, and E3, also known as Video Game Christmas, has come and gone. A lot of games were shown and announced, so I figured, why not share my thoughts? I'm mainly going to talk about the games that make my mouth water, not every single announcement. Now, that's not to say the titles I don't mention don't have some of my interests, it's just these have, well, more of my interest. This list is not in a specific order, I just kind of threw it anywhere. So enough with the blabbering and onto the footage. I hope you enjoy. Well, let's start off with this. Tales of Vesperia. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and it seems to be ranked pretty high in the Tales fandom. Though I enjoyed all the Tales games I played so far, so I wouldn't worry either way. I missed out in the 360 days since I didn't have one, but now I can't wait to play it with all its extra content and visual pretty goodness. No footage for Doom Eternal, but I'm just so damn happy this was announced. And that is a sequel. I'm a huge Doom fan and have fond memories of playing Final Doom on PS1. They pretty much nailed it with Doom 2016 and gameplay, sound, visuals, and meaty content. I can't wait for QuakeCon on August 10th for our first look at the in-game stuff. It's gonna be bloody glorious. Well, after all these years, we get the sequel for DMC4, which is DMC5. And boy does it look different. Nero is sporting a new look, making him resemble more Dante from the DMC reboot, and I don't really have a problem with this. I enjoyed the DMC reboot, and remember, Capcom is the one that at the end of the day made DMC reboot Dante look the way he did, so we know they like the look. Also, they had to nip the fact that Nero was basically a Dante clone when it came to looks. Our new female character Nico is the only one suffering from some uncanny valley here. They really need to tone down her smile. The combat we get to see here looks as wacky as ever with missile surfing and other stuff. The tone is also the same corny and over the top DMC we've come to know and love. I guess I shouldn't be too shocked this game's coming over. After all, it's Fist of the North Star developed by the Yakuza team, and we've seen how Sega keeps bringing those over like crazy nowadays. What really made me surprised was we are getting an English dub for it, and thank God for that. Don't worry, Japan voiceover fans, you get your goods too. I'm just shocked they dubbed it since, well, they haven't dubbed anything Yakuza related like in forever. And since this was developed by the Yakuza team, you know, I thought it should be sub only. This game looks so damn good and fun. Also, you don't have to worry about being lost since this is basically a new world retelling of the source material. I think mainly from the movie most people know. So if you know the series like the back of your hand, just mess with the movie, or just coming in blindly, I'm sure you'll find something new here. And once again, you won't be lost. Another addition to this release is the fact that we are getting more blood and violence in this localization compared to Japan. Huzzah for violence and blood! Smash is back in the form of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with the roster as it has every single character that has been in a Smash game. I mean, that's one hell of a feat. And not to mention, for those who try to go deep with this game, it seems like they brought back and tweaked some of the combat features. I personally don't get into that deep stuff for the series, but whatever. I remember people in forums used to say Ridley would never work, but look at that, we got him as well. Of course, we got the nice visual upgrades and outfit upgrades as well, though I wish the Breath of the Wild look for Zelda was here. I'm also shocked Switch users will be getting the game this year. Some more clothing was shown off and even a boss fight with that thing that looks like a rotting Hatsune Miku. I have to say it looks like it's coming along pretty well as the combat looks smooth so far, except when you're jumping from high above to attack. This sure seems like a more inviting Souls type game since your teammates can help you in attacks and healing. Though it seems you can still take plenty of damage, so it's best not to get too relaxed. I also like the fact that you can switch your teammates on the fly. I hope that wasn't just an E3 demo situation. Also, would it kill them to add music while you're exploring around the map? I know that's like a Souls thing to have no music at all unless you're fighting the boss, but come on, that could have been a nice little addition to make it even more different from other Souls games. The people behind games like Alan Wake is at it again with Control, which means there's a good chance we are gonna get a shit ending. Oh well, at least the gameplay here looks rather fun, like using telekinesis to move the environment around to kill your enemies. Then you got your all-purpose gun which can change its function and looks, which I'm really looking forward to see how much the design changes. I also love the environment so far. They look pretty unique and creepy, and the fact that it's taking place in a consistent changing area is intriguing. Well, Death Stranding gameplay was finally shown, and yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on. From what I can tell, it's you delivering a bunch of stuff, be it boxes or what seems to be bodies. The other part is trying to dodge this force while turning a baby on in your chest. Yeah. I will say one thing for sure, this got my attention as the entity does look creepy. and this game comes off so weird. I have no choice but to look. There's also the fact that it's being developed by one of my favorite developers, Hideo Kojima. Trover Saves the Universe got me happy, mainly because it has one of the minds of Rick and Morty behind it. Heck, you can hear it in the voice acting. The gameplay seems serviceable, but where this game will succeed is the writing and crazy characters. It also helps that it doesn't look half bad either, and I expect some odd looking places. Man, Ghost of Tsushima looks freaking eye-melting amazing. While the combat does look pretty simple and straightforward, it does look really gratifying as well. The animations are just so damn good, and I love how violent it is. I also like the fact you'll be able to tackle missions in different ways, be it head on, kill everyone, or stealth, which by the way looks nicely done as well. I was shocked to learn that this gameplay segment was not a main quest, but a side one. That's how expansive it is. I mean, the boss battle was so damn eye-catching, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is also coming from Sucker Punch, so you know we are dealing with high quality here. The oddly titled My Heroes One's Justice looks like a fun old time. As you can clearly see, it's based on My Hero Academia, which I happen to like a lot, and can probably sit here and talk about how great the manga anime is. But I won't. I know some hate the whole arena battle games, but I prefer this type of combat for my anime fighters, since I feel these capture the source material much better. It may not be super duper deep as a 2D fighter, but I know it will still be fun as heck playing these characters. It helps that the game's visuals look great. It's colorful and vibrant, and I like the sound effect words leaping off the screen. The roster doesn't look too bad either. Only one thing has me worried. As of now, there is no word if they will dub it or not. Sub only will be a huge boner killer. We got another samurai slash ninja game here, and it's by From Software. You know, the people who started the whole Souls craze. But it looks like they're stretching their muscles a bit here with Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. From what I've gathered, this is a pure action game. So no Souls type gameplay here, no RPG elements, no leveling up, no different weapons. In fact, the most we will get is sub-weapons for your fake arm like an axe or umbrella to block. This doesn't bother me at all, as this game looks pretty intense and fast paced. You even get a neat little hook to help you traverse the area and get to jump on the enemies. All I have to say is I'm happy From Software is trying something new instead of Souls yet again. Dead or Alive is back, and well, looks like Dead or Alive still, which isn't a bad thing. They added some different things like this close-up camera when you smack someone in a certain way. I will admit it does look pretty neat and brutal, though they also added some weird effect that blood splats hit the screen, which I can see getting annoying. They also said they'll be toning down the fan service to be taken more seriously, which is just a joke. Fan service is part of your identity, damn it. Don't hide it, flaunt it. Woo, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 bitches, and we get a release date of January 29th. Oh man, every time they show new footage, it just looks better and better, and this Pirates footage ain't no different. I've never seen the Pirates movies, and I'm hyped to high heaven. I'm also getting more used to the new music thing for this part, and I just can't wait to explore the new and old worlds and end this arc. You know, I thought the last reveal of the upcoming Spider-Man game on PS4 was not going to be anywhere near the final product, but the recent footage they showed proves me wrong, and I'm so happy. This is a breathtaking open world, and the combat itself looks fun as all hell. Look at all the neat gadgets, and not only that, the silky smooth animation, be it Spidey gracefully moving around whacking enemies, or the reactions the enemies have themselves when being smacked. I also like the fact that we got the option to go silent, taking out these goons like a Spidey ninja. Add on the fact that we're getting a bunch of suits, one being Spider-Man Noir, which is my favorite, and you got one hyped up guy right here. While it's still looking a bit janky, I could see potential in Sinking City. I mean, making a detective story from H.P. Lovecraft lore seems like a good idea. The city looks like it has some dark stories to it, and the creepy looking citizens sure do add to it. We'll also be shooting up some grotesque looking creatures, and I hope we see more screwed up designs, while riding a boat around, diving deeper into this mystery. I love me some Soulcalibur, as I've been a fan of this series since Soul Blade, aka Soul Edge. Heck, as you can see, I took it from my PSN name. I'm happy we're going back to the Soulcalibur 1 and 2 era and working our way up story-wise, as I wasn't a big fan of the direction the last game was going. It's weird, at the same time I like and dislike the new combat feature of the clash system. I like it because it looks pretty damn sweet, but dislike it because it turns the fight into more of a guessing game, which could lead to frustration. I'm curious to see it in action once it's out there for everyone to play. They showed off a bit of the story mode at E3, and from the info released there's a main plot line, but at the same time each character has their own little point of view spots during the story you can play as well, which sounds pretty interesting. We even get full on cutscenes and some draw stills, which is always nice. There was rumblings that there may be a second story mode that's a bit different. I'm hoping it's one that lets you use to create a character like in part 3. They also announced 2 editions, which I went for the cheaper $100 one since the other one has the Sophia statue and she's not really my favorite. Now if it was a Taki or a Mr. Rugi statue, I would probably break. Sakuna of Rice and Ruin seems to be buried under all the other games shown off, and I find that kind of sad. This game has a beautiful look to it and the combat looks pretty fast and intense. You can even use the environment to your advantage. I never thought a game where you play as a harvest goddess that uses a hoe for not only tending fields, but to smack baddies around would interest me. Yeah, that's right, you tend the rice fields since as the motto here goes, rice is power. I think this is worth people's attention, so give it a look. The last game on my list is none other than the game a lot of Resident Evil fans have been waiting for. That's right, Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit iffy when Capcom said they were doing this, and that's even after the great Resident Evil 7 was released. But man, they are doing a wonderful job so far. The visuals are jaw-dropping and the atmosphere so far looks amazing. I was a bit afraid for Claire since we didn't see much of her, but Capcom has said we'll experience 2 story modes. One from Leon's point of view and one from Claire's. Now it won't be like the A and B situation that the original had, but I'm not too bothered by it. Now the one sole thing that bothered the hell out of me is Claire's outfit. It looks nothing similar to our old Resident Evil 2 look, and I think it's just awful. If there's a way to get a better costume, I will change it on the spot. That aside, yeah, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Just a quick overall thoughts on E3 2018. My thoughts are it was pretty damn good. A lot was shown off and some new titles were announced. I only caught Sony and Nintendo's conference, so I can't say who had the best out of the big 3, but I will say what I thought didn't work for Sony and Nintendo. Sony, you should have never started in a totally different spot to just show off one game, then take up 15 minutes to move everyone. Also, we didn't need banjo or flute music, just show the damn game. Nintendo, you spent way too much on Smash. No lie, it was about a half an hour on Smash Brothers, and it felt more like a Smash conference than anything else. Besides those negatives, I thought they were fine. Well, see you guys at next year's E3, and as always, I hope you enjoy my thoughts, and for gamer's sake, keep gaming.